Hi guys, my name is Monima Tigela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today let's talk about Umncube noNxumalo. Umncumalo started a cross-examination yakhe and finished today. He's done with Umncube. But one thing I must say, big up to Black Mamba. He's done a wonderful job when it comes to the cross-examination of Umncube. I am so happy that he actually took time. It was not, like, but he did a great job, I must say. He could have done better in my view, because I know Nxumalo, but I think this part of the application of what you call section 3 really disturbed Nxumalo somehow. But he tried his best, after being disturbed like that. Now they did a cross-examination. Nxumalo was taking Umncube through his day, like telling him, "Oh, I choose number 4 is gonna come and say this. I choose number 4 is gonna come and say this. I choose number 4 says you guys were never at Force Lorasi at Basotho Hostel." All of that he was taking. And then there was a part that quite caught my attention throughout, that he spoke about Zungu's evidence, he spoke about a lot of things. But there is this particular part that caught my attention and I loved it, Kesana. Oh, I loved it, Kesana. Ulala was like, angijwayelwa kabi mina. Was like, Ulala, angijwayelwa kabi mina, because Umncube told Urata where to back off. He told Urata to shut it, and Urata watula dwi for the entire time. The only time he came back was when he was angry. At a later stage, we'll do a separate video for that. But what I liked is that Nxumalo, as he was asking Umncube questions regarding things that were said by Uzungu, then there was a particular point whereby it needed Nxumalo needed Umncube to have a comment. Now, I don't know if I greeted you. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Today we need to talk about the moment in the Senzo Meyiwa trial that, in my view, deserves a serious attention, because Advocate Nxumalo put a very interesting proposition to Mthobisi Mncube. He asked Mncube to respond to the evidence of Sizwe Zungu, the man who claimed that he was with them on the day in question. But Mncube's response, oh, what a wow. Oh, what a wow. Mncube essentially said Sizwe was never with us. And according to Mncube, Sizwe did not know the occasion because he wasn't there in the first place. This is after Nxumalo read something that says a transcript that were alluding to that Uzungu was asked a question by Ubaloyi, 7th September 2023. Ne? And was asked what was the occasion that they were busy with as the homeboys. And then Uzungu was like, a certain picture. Ne? Yeah, what was the occasion of a certain picture? And then Ulona was like, his response to Zungu was, I think that it was 47, I think so, or 17, I don't know. But between those things. And then Uzungu's response was like, he doesn't know what was the occasion. And then Mncube was like, how the hell was he supposed to know? Because he was not there. But according to Mncube, Sizwe did not know the occasion because he wasn't there in the first place. Mncube went even further. This is now the interesting part for me. This is what I liked. Kesana. This is what it cleaned me inside, because now uJudge Ratha, with his demeanor and how he was even speaking to Mncube and looking down on him with attitude and everything, he's like, Mncube uthi, Mncube uthi, okay, this is what happened first before I put it badly. So according to Mncube, Sizwe's version wasn't simply mistaken. Ne? Okay, Mncube essentially said Sizwe was never with us. And according to Mncube, Sizwe did not know the occasion because he wasn't there in the first place. Mncube went even further. He told the court that he had never known Sizwe Zungu and that he only saw him for the first time in court. So according to Mncube, Sizwe's version wasn't simply mistaken. He called him a liar and accused him of fabricating his evidence. But then came the part that really caught my attention. Mncube raised the issue of the photographs and their numbering in the docket. His argument was basically this: if Sizwe wasn't the investigator, and if he wasn't responsible for compiling the docket, how could he have known the photograph numbers? And Mncube didn't stop there. He alleged that Gininda, who took Sizwe's statement, had already shown him photographs with their numbers, and that the evidence was then allegedly constructed around that information. In other words, Mncube was suggesting that Sizwe didn't arrive in court with independent knowledge. He was suggesting that somebody had effectively prepared him, and then this is where Judge Ratake came with this attitude. But before that, Mncube guys even said, this is what you're going to say. This is what you're going to say. And then Judge Ratake asked the question that immediately changed the temperature of the exchange. Ne? Is that an assumption or is that a fact? That's the question which Judge Rota asked from Mncube, because this is where we have to separate an allegation from proof. I guess Urata was coming from that angle. And his reasoning, Sizwe couldn't have known those photograph numbers because according to Mncube, he wasn't the investigator. And then then Judge Rata asked Mncube if, he asked Kuti, is it a fact or he's assuming? Mncube was like, no, I'm not assuming. That is exactly what happened. Because what you mean? Yeah, and then there was silence in court because yena ayakwini uJudge Rata. Yena ayakwini uJudge Rata. Now the judge did not immediately comment after that answer. Now let's be like, I like that because from that time, Judge Rata went on the silent mode as if he is the picture of his ID book. He went on a silent mode as if he is the picture in his ID or passport, son. Now, this does not mean the court has found that Sizwe lied. It does not mean that the court has found that Gininda fabricated evidence. Judge Rata is not about that life. He's not going to do that. Those are allegations that still have to be tested against the totality of the evidence. But here is why this moment is potentially exclusive. Where did the information come from? If Sizwe genuinely knew the photographs and their corresponding numbers, the court needs to ask, how did he know that? When did he learn about it? Who showed it to him? What was the information already contained in the statements? And critically or crucially, was his knowledge consistent with what an ordinary witness would have known at that stage? So any other judge would be asking those questions in their heads. Sorry, then again, we have Judge Ratatina on this side, but again, normal judges do like that. Because if a witness appears to know information that they supposedly had no reason to know, that becomes something the court has to scrutinize very carefully. And that is why Mncube's answers matters. This wasn't simply, Judge, I disagree with Sizwe. It was, Judge, there is something about his knowledge that I say could not have come from him. And that is a much bigger challenge. Now, what I want to hear from you, I know most of you will be very proud of Mncube, just like I am, but do you think Mncube successfully raised a legitimate question about how Sizwe knew the photograph numbers? Or does his explanation remain an allegation that still requires independent proof? Or was he even wrong for even suggesting such? Because in this trial, sometimes the smallest details open the biggest question. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts when it comes to this? Now, I was pleased with how Mncube handled to Judge Rata and how Judge Rata went on a silent mode, because we are trying to tell, we are trying to tell our brothers. But okay, I'm happy right now. Whether they like it or not, the cookie is crumbling and there is absolutely nothing that they can do about it. Now, please like the video, subscribe to the Noni M podcast, and turn on notification bell so that you don't miss anything that is posted on the channel, because we are following the Senzo Meyiwa trial step by step, witnesses by witnesses, piece by piece. This is the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial, and the evidence is still speaking. And we are waiting to see what is Judge Ratta going to do at the end. Shapuke.